first question to Jessi.
Okay.
Let me know when you're rolling.
I'm wrong.
All right. Well, Jessi and Waylon, welcome to Granny's and welcome back to Dallas. It's wonderful to see you both.
Thank you.
We're getting close to showtime, so I'll try to keep this interview brief. Jessi, if I may start with you. You know, all of us, we hear songs that you and Waylon do, and they evoke memories for us, and sometimes, you know, one of your songs has very special meaning for us. I'm wondering, do you and Waylon have a song that is your song?
I think if we had one that was ours, it's one that we sing called Storms Never Last. That's kind of our favorite one to do together.
Is there any special significance to it?
It's the only one we do together. No, it's not true. I just
Yes, there's a lot of significance to
There
it
is.
from the fact that I wrote it, you know, that really our relationship still, you know, overdubs on it, and at one time was thinking of an instrumental himself. And then when we went in to cut it, one time was when Waylon went in to cut it, it was right after my mother's funeral, which he loved dearly. It was the first thing he sang after the loss of that. And then another time there was a tremendous legal battle going on during the time that he was singing it. So that song really has touched a lot of our life.
Kind of the ups and the downs in your life, huh?
Mm-hmm.
she wrote it originally. The title was well, let's see. Yeah, it was,
Storms Never Last, are they Waylon?
yeah.
And what is this? We need to put another word in there instead of
She's
making
going
it
to
so
throw it
personal.
away. She really was. She said, "We're just not recording anything else." So why don't you change that and say "baby" or "honey" or "Clarence" or something? You know. I should have took half of it, shouldn't I?
And because of your insistence then, that's why you did it, huh?
Yeah. Well, she recognized then that it was better. You know what's funny is that song don't rhyme anywhere. But that shows that each and every line stands on its own, which makes me mad. Mine have to rhyme or they don't go.
No. Baloney.
No, don't make me mad.
Waylon, what about this new song you have out, the latest news from Nashville?
Yeah, I like that song. I wrote most of that song right in the studio. You know, I just started writing on it and it came out. You know, and I think it's funny. I think it's good, and I'll just try and see if cowboy singers still had a sense of humor about themselves. You know,
Do they?
some of them do, some of them don't. But the ones that don't matter anyway. You know.
What does Willie say about it?
Willie grins of everything. Willie loved it. He did, you know. And he likes things like that. Willie's great. Willie is the same. You know, what you see, that Willie is the Willie. You know, he's never any different.
Are you the same, Waylon? What we see is what we get?
That's it. I really am. You know, when I go on stage, it's like I lost my mule or something, you know, and that's about the way I am otherwise. I'm not much different, you know. I may be a little more nervous than I was years ago, but not any older. I can still jump as high, but just can't stay up there as long.
Waylon, did you ever, maybe like 20 years ago, did you ever think that country music would be as widely accepted as it is now?
Yeah, I've always believed in it, you know. I thought it would, you know. It's great, you know. And I tell you, country music, the reason it wasn't bigger sooner was they have an old guard, you know, they call it, you know, in Nashville. And they, one of their favorite sayings is, "I wish L.A. and New York would leave us alone," you know. And that maybe is one of the reasons that, and they call it, you know, the people who want the pure country music. If they only realized that if you're going to have pure country music on a guitar, you'd have to use your thumb because a pick is an amplification thing, you know. But I think they're seeing more that you cannot destroy country music, you know, like with instruments. You can't change it with instruments that much. You make it bigger, you know, and have more areas. I think they just kind of sold it short for a long time.
But now it's so wonderful. People have come out of the closet. You know, the bank president now is not ashamed to say that he
They're
loves
walking to
women.
drive up to a red light, and they will roll the window down and leave it down, you know, instead of rolling up the window when they're listening to the radio. Make people think that learn they're listening to country music. She's a recent convert to it.
Jessi, really?
Mm-hmm. It was,
Did you resist it for a long time?
well, I don't know. I kind of liked certain songs that get really big, like, you know, when I was growing up. I mean, in Arizona, like for the Western dances and things you'd hear, you know, the really big ones. It was nothing to be ashamed of because that was just part of our upbringing, Western dances. You know, that's what you used it for. You know, but really it was later on in life that I grew kind of attached to it, you know, and discovered George Jones and Dod Gibson and understood Hank Williams' voice. At first I thought he was the worst singer I'd ever heard, you know.
Hank Williams?
Yeah. And kind of had to grow on me, you know, that I appreciated the really great artist in it.
You've done it now. You know that, don't you? What's that tonight, Hank Williams?
Yeah. You sound like a cat.
When you went country, you really went country, didn't you? Hey, you two are just delightful, and I look forward to a time when we can spend more time together. But thank
Love
you
to.
for allowing us to come in here right before your opening.
It's been great.
We hope you have a great run here at Grand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We enjoyed it.